What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another Go Battle League video. Today we're showcasing Shiny Lucario, fighting and steel type Pokemon, and I think personally, in my opinion, one of the coolest looking shinies in the entire game. We're going to be switching the team around him a little bit. In this first game we come in with Alolan Muck against Melmetal, and it seems like when I do these showcases, I always come up against Pokemon that would be great to match up the showcase Pokemon in the lead. I tried to switch into Snorlax there to catch a Rock Slide, but I was a little bit late, so we're going to stay in here with Alolan Muck. We're not going to shield. We know that we can get to another Dark Pulse before they get to another charge move. They switch out into Giratina. And because we hit the Dark Pulse, that's fine. We're going to be able to do heavy hitting damage, but they shield it. We switch into Snorlax because this is a Dragon Breath Giratina, and that would have taken out our Muck. And this isn't as great of a matchup as if it was Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw would be double resisted by Snorlax versus Dragon Breath is doing neutral damage, and heavy neutral damage at that. We go straight for Earthquake because Body Slam will hardly do anything, so I think it's a very risky type of shield bait. At this point, we know we can't get to an Earthquake, so we're just going to let our Snorlax go. And at this point, it's kind of all up to Lucario. Can Lucario with 2 shields sweep the opposition? Unfortunately, they get to a Shadow Sneak right here, so I'm going to have to shield this because this will do quite a bit of damage as Lucario is very squishy. We go for the Shadow Ball here. This will definitely KO. Now, what do they have in back? That is the question. Wait for it. Okay, they come back in with Melmetal. That's good for us. We're going to have to shield this superpower. This would KO for sure. And they switch into a Meganium. Okay, so we have some play here. And even though they still have that Melmetal in back, I know just a couple of counters from Lucario will be enough to KO. We switch into Muck and we're able to catch this Frenzy Plant. So great for us. Now it's going to be a matter of if we can knock out this Meganium before they get to another Frenzy Plant. We're just going to go for Power Up Punch. Hopefully this gets it low enough to counter down. It survives, but we counter it down. Great for us. And then just 2 counters is enough to knock out that Melmetal. So Lucario with 2 shields essentially just swept the opponent's entire team. So great first battle there, showing you how great Lucario can be. I will say that these battles aren't all from the same set. I think 3 of them are from the same set, but I mix a couple in there, and stay tuned for the very last battle I show you because there is a hilarious, it's a hilarious one. Good lead here, Alolan Muck versus Cresselia. We're going straight for the Dark Pulse because we don't want to get debuffed by that Moonblast before we get a Dark Pulse off. We're not going to bother shielding. Moonblast will hit for neutral damage. He'll do a good chunk, decent chunk. I don't think that it got the debuff. Going for another Dark Pulse here. They decide to shield. That's good for us because we know that we can survive this and we can get to another Dark Pulse. Okay, we overfarm a little bit and then we get to this Dark Pulse. Will they decide to shield? Nope, they don't. So we win switch advantage, and we have a shield advantage. So we're in a good position here. We go for another Dark Pulse, chipping away at this Lapras, and we can come in here with our Lucario, feeling super effective. But they have a Toxicroak, and this is when I realized my back line is so weak to fighting Pokemon. I don't know what I was thinking. Snorlax and Lucario in the back. If they had like a Machamp, this team would get demolished. So I know some of you in the comments would be like, hey man, hey Chris, hey Rise, that team would get whomped by my Machamp in the back. Your team sucks. But it's alright. Let's see if we can pull out of this, even with our poor matchups. They're out of shields, so we hit it with a Body Slam. Does some great damage there. Toxicroak's going to hit us with a Mud Bomb, and we are able to lick it down, and we still have a shield, which is the key to this last matchup. We're countering down. We're going to shield. and this will allow us to survive. I think we could have survived the surf anyway, and then get to a Shadow Ball, which will be enough to knock out this Lapras. So Lucario showing up and showing out. Shiny Lucario, man. Shout out to my friend Sean, aka Boygos on Pokemon Go. He is an awesome player. He's one of the best like collectors I know. He's got such an insane collection, and Sean was nice enough to trade me that Pokemon. We're in here with our Alolan Muck against Armored Mewtwo. This is a good matchup for us, so another good lead from Alolan Muck. We get to another Dark Pulse. They're going to have to shield this if they want to survive. And check this out. They were so many confusions. I do shield this because I was afraid of an Earthquake, and it is an Earthquake, so a great use of a shield there. Not many people run Earthquake on their Armored Mewtwo. I'm only going to overperform a little bit because I don't want to get hit by a Psy Strike unnecessarily. So we still have a great deal of health on our Muck, and then we're just going to go straight Dark Pulse. We're not going to bother switching out. This way we can chip away and we'll be able to retain switch advantage and come in here with our Lucario. I think we can survive this Flash Cannon as well. Can we get to a Dark Pulse? No, unfortunately. So that's not great because now Registeel has loaded energy. What are they going to hit us with? I assumed it was going to be a Focus Blast, but they go for Flash Cannon. Very nice bait on their part. And this, I make a huge mistake. So they come in with a Gengar. Shout out to this opponent for the spice. I should have tried to bait with Power Up Punch, but if they called the bait, I would have been done for. I assumed they were running Sludge Bomb Shadow Ball and tried to catch a Shadow Ball, but I get one-shotted with a Focus Blast. Oh my goodness. Crazy scenes here, and before we can even get to a Shadow Ball, this Gengar takes out our Lucario and our Snorlax. So shout out to that trainer there for the awesome spice and taking us out with his Gengar. That was really impressive. We try leading Lucario, and of course we're met with a Grand Bull. So we switch out right away into our Muck. This team is not great against Charmers. We're gonna try and go straight for the Gunk Shot. They shield, great shield by them. Now they come in with Poliwrath. We are not in a good situation. So are we gonna be able to dig ourselves out of this somehow? We get to a Gunk Shot, which is great, and this essentially keeps us in the game if it goes unshielded. Boom, takes out like 70% health of the Poliwrath. Gunk Shot is just such a hard-hitting move. We know that they're pretty low. They're probably not gonna bait, so we do shield. Good shield as they hit us with Dynamic Punch. Then we're able to counter down, which is big. So we really recovered from a terrible looking situation. We're going straight for Shadow Ball. This will do a ton of damage if it goes unshielded. It goes unshielded, and then we're gonna come in with Swampert, and we're met against Snorlax. So a very neutral matchup here. They're gonna go straight Body Slam. I'm gonna go straight Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is the more energy efficient move than Earthquake, even though Earthquake is a great move as well. Body Slam really chunks away. We're over farming. Maybe we draw a shield if they think we're going for Earthquake. And then we can get to this next one, I believe, before they get to a Body Slam. Yep. So we're looking pretty decent here. We draw the shield, and we're gonna shield this. Maybe countering down would have been the better play. And yeah, this is rough because now they're gonna hit us with a close combat. And this is getting really dangerously close. We get a couple of mud shots against the Grand Bull, and luckily we get to a Hydro Cannon in the end. So perhaps a few plays I could have played better in that battle, but luckily we still come out with the win. GG's there. And this is the final battle of this video against Jeremy Hins. I gave one shout out to a guy with Gengar with the spice, and here's a shout out against Jeremy. This one is in real time. I come with Lucario, he comes in with Lapras. Good lead, he's probably gonna switch out, right? No. He just decides he doesn't have an answer for Lucario. so he just quits the match. I saw that happen to FP Sticks once, where he won the lead and the opponent just surrendered right away. So I thought that was pretty funny. How about a like for that? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. Share this content with your friends. Hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, so it shows up in people's recommended feed. And without further ado, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate the support and the growth we've seen recently to this rising channel. Excuse the pun. And with that said, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.